Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Cause the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising, trying to get a beat for the low. I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. Up a ting and I heat up the stove. They got their eggs all up in one basket. Told them be smart, we ain't equally yoked. They can't speak to the watch them go weaker, the knees are hello. They always wanna catch up on reason, but the peace is the reason that I won't. How you get the least if you've been through the most? It beats me, I suppose. Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Well, this has all the makings of a great game, Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
Now here's Holiday. Down low. Here's Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Lillard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
To the middle. Here's White. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
Back to Lillard. And no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And it's the Celtics ball. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Driving to the basket. The kick to Tatum. Puts up a three. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Lillard. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Prince. Puts up a deep three. Tatum pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Holiday. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Lillard. Good on the shot. And that makes it a tie ball game.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable, just beating the D up the floor.
On the wing, Tatum. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. So it's Boston now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another three.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A minute 9 left in the first. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
The kick out to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, right side. It's Kuzma with the miss. Boston leading by 7. White on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now the Bucks with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tatum pulls it in. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Now into the lineup for your Bucks, number 11.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
White for 3. The shot that time not on target. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 5. And we'll get the second quarter.
Celtics 13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yep, count it. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
And the basket by Holiday.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
The Bucks trail by 6. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute. Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
The three from Prince. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Lillard can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 6. Pass to Hauser. The 3. Prince grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Hauser, that's good.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis just unstoppable down low.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Pritchard. Porter pulls it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Again, Milwaukee!
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Pass to Hauser. Over Kuzma. Again, the miss by Boston. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to review the game plan.
Give it up for your forward crew.
The Bucks trail. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Horford for three. Hey, Horford from range.
Stretching the floor, Big Al Horford doing his part.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Back to Connaughton. That shot missing. Horford with some nice D. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Lillard. Give him 8. Lopez, the screen. On the wing, Kuzma. Inside. Pass to Prince. And here is Kuzma. He's guarded by White. 5 on the clock. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Lillard. Going inside. Lillard for 2.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Kuzma. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Kuzma's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And here's Milwaukee now. And here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Tipped away. It's stolen by Holiday. Here's White. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Excellent defense from Holiday pays off with the steal. And it starts a successful fast break.
Pass to Prince. Back to Lillard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Free throw good. Lillard.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. 3-point lead. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Lillard can't get it to go. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Lillard. And Porzingis with the block. There's Tatum with the three. Lillard pulls down the board. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Tatum.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
1:11 left in the third quarter.
And now running the full court man-to-man defense.
And this will put both the offense and the defense to the test.
Here's Holiday. Back to White. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jacks up a 3. The kick to Tatum. Over on Antetokounmpo. Tatum can't hit.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Kick out to Brown. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown! 16 seconds left in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside White. Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another 3. It's Prince on the wing. Again, Milwaukee!
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's the Celtics. They're up by 6. All right, we're good. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Boston leading by 6. Here's Pritchard. Takes a 3. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And the shot goes in.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Milwaukee. Kuzma outside. Lillard up top. Back to Kuzma. And Craig pulls it down. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Oh, my goodness. Wow! Great. Bring it home! Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Shireman. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Shireman's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
It's stolen by Trent. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo fighting through the contact.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Hauser, that's good.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
Lillard left side. Over Holiday. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Brown. The three is up. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
Punctuating the end of that play with an exclamation point. Lillard, a natural-born finisher.
The Bucks trail by 7. It's stolen by Holiday. Boston again missing. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
And the free throw, no good. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday from long range. Fires in the triple. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
From the arc. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And that's a double-double for him now.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Holiday. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Exceptional.
You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it where their man played the chorus. Put him in a UIP. Unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes. Tigers and some horses. Bar, buddy. Say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem. Drive business while we serving. Better we get on him. He won't make it. Down, keep going. On some was popping Kermit. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find it. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxwell. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the farm with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum. No way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do sit up. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God, I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And that one good. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
He buries it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Back to Antetokounmpo. The baseline J is on the way. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Kuzma outside. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
It's stolen by Kuzma. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
He's off on the second.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
Lillard with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. 4-3. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
Blocked. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Misses off the left iron. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with a steal. And here comes the break.
The active hands of Bam. Tremendous job coming up with the steal.
The Bucks trail. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Pass to Prince. Wiggins with a steal. On the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Back to Prince. Drives to the hoop. Antetokounmpo outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Lopez with it, guarded now by Jaquez. Back to Lopez. That one's good for 2. Lopez has got 9.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
Pass to Prince. And he drives in. Wiggins with a steal. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw, no good.
Alec Burks at the line for 1. Coming out to the floor for your Bucks, number 5.
Burks for 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for the Miami Heat. 8 points in the quarter.
The Heat, 21.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Say in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 4. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Bucks trail by 8. Lillard looking around. Pass to Lopez. Giannis just unstoppable down low.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
Now here's Anderson. Outside Mitchell. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Anderson with a screen. Pass to Robinson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bucks trail. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Free throw's good. Adebayo, a multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Bucks trail by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis working inside.
Not just a scorer. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Lets it go from the wing. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here's Adebayo. Inside. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lillard outside. Stolen by Anderson. Here we go. Burks with it, and it's Trent picking him up. The shot from the low post is good. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And here's Milwaukee now. Here's Antetokounmpo. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Adebayo. From deep, Mitchell. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Big group substitution here for Miami. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's Rozier. Outside for Love. Pass to Wiggins. Goes up again. Love, that's good. And the Heat lead by 13.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Hero outside. Here's Rozier. Back to Hero. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Dane goes in. Lopez for three. The rebound by Ware. Down low. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Fires for three. The shot no good. And so it's Miami liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to review the game plan. Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole that is Stan Van Gundy. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 15-point game. Lillard can't get it to go. Here's Hero. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle.
I mean, plastered on his man, and Hero making it difficult to move the ball.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Wiggins with it. Beyond the arc. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And here's the fast break. Trent from long range. Knocks it down from distance. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Poke loose. Pass to Hero. Again, the Heat misses. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Love, high post. Here's Hero. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Rozier. Hero outside. And here's Love. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Love's got 5 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Hero. To the paint. Misses the layup.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Inside. Lopez. Pass to Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And there's the rejection. And they get it back. Pass to Trent. On the wing, Kuzma. No made baskets yet. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Miami leading by 11. Now Rozier. Hero outside. Back to Rozier. Now here's Hero. Down low. Outside for Love. Pass to Ware. Fades away. Rebounded by Kuzma.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Heat lead by 11.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Oh, wow, what a dangerous move on that drive. I mean, when Dame is coming in strong, it is so tough to stop.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Kuzma. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Trent.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
They set a pick. Has to Ware. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Miami out in front.
The Heat, 49.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. The 3. Stolen by Mitchell. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Jaquez. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail by 7. To the middle. Stolen by Rozier. Jaquez with it. And Lopez picks him up. Back to Jaquez. Sinks the 15-footer. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Here's Trent. Banked it in off the glass.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question. The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Adebayo with a steal. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Adebayo. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Rozier left side. From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Got a piece of it. Pass to Adebayo. With the drive. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bucks trail by 14. The 3 from Prince. On target from range.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Rozier from outside. Again, the Heat misses. And so Trent will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Good work there as it goes.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Anderson for 3. It's not going to go for him. So it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 9. Prince on the attack. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Rozier looking around. To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. And Adebayo with the three. Adebayo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Heat leading by 12.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Heat.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Bam Adebayo.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
Outside Jaquez. Off target from three-point range. And here's Milwaukee now. 11-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Adebayo grabs the board. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. 30 seconds left in the game. Here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Jaquez no good. Here's Milwaukee. They trail by 11. Lillard left side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Damian Lillard. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops. And that'll put him up by 9.
Terry Rozier the third.
And so he makes both from the line.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
So the Heat win it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under.
You feel better when it's earned, that's a fact. Play me, let's say learn, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with their back against the wall is the plaques.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young while we all grow old. In a world where you never bite a hand that feeds you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy come, easy go. So they say, so we know. And in the fall, then we fold. Puppet strings.
Back the television telling lies to me. If a penny for your thoughts, then it's costing me. Just the luck of the draw in the. And an eye for an eye in today's economy.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with.
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
Crawl before you walk. Walk before you run.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure.
But if you want it bad, it's the love of possession.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Cause beauty relies in the eyes of the beholder.
Hold up, I'm about to get the game sewed up.
Take a second just to sit and chill and smell the roses. Looking for acceptance, open doors that never close them.
When the hand's dealt,
you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day to the doctor.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. Hield can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Brown's shot is good.
Nice ball work there, and Porzingis finds his hands, and then the ball finds the hoop.
They set the pick. They kick out to Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Matching threes for these teams. Porzingis so good from deep.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. The three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's Curry. From downtown, Jason Tatum grabs the board. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Nice ball movement by Boston. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
To the wing on the left. Here's Curry with the three. Pass to Hield. And again, no good by Golden State. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Here's Porzingis. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 3. Hield outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got 6.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Tatum a screen. Over in the corner, Porzingis. On the wing, Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Green, the screen. Pass to Hield. Another three for Golden State.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got 15.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Brown to end the run, and Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 9. In the corner, it's Hield. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Hield. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's White, guarded by Kerr. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Jackson Davis. In the corner. Moody with it. And the 3 off target. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum. That's for 2. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. The team is pumped up.
And so it's the Colt. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Butler, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Tatum with it. Now Payton defending. Horford has a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Looney. Back to Butler. Through tight coverage. Butler knocks it down.
Defense had the right idea there, but maybe not enough time in the weight room. Butler right through that.
In the corner, Horford with it. The Warriors pull it in.
Now, he'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. just unable to do so.
Podziemski's shot is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Boston making a switch here. Celtics trailed by 13. Pass to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Holiday. Lock at 6. Here's Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got his second basket of the game. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Now here's Butler, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Yes, that goes in. Podziemski's got 5 now.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Tatum. In the corner, Horford with it. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, now can hit a jump shot, but man, down low, he's tough.
Warriors leading by 13. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Looney. Butler at the elbow. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Golden State moving it around. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
Man, look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on White.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Three-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Warriors leading by 17. Outside Curry. Back to Hield. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. To the middle. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
For Boston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Brown. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Brown. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Jackson Davis. It's Curry outside. Buries it from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 16.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
White up top. Still without a basket. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum's shot is off.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And the shot goes in. Hield's got 17 now.
Well, right now the defense is going to need to step up their attention on Buddy Hield. He's on fire.
Count that one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. From deep. And Boston with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Curry. And Green now, top of the key. 6 to shoot. Hield outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Porzingis. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's White. Scoreless thus far. Porzingis, that's a 2. That one, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by White for the finish. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Porzingis high post. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 9 points.
And Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7-3. He can hurt you in there.
Celtics passing it around. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 19. Hield left side. To the inside. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes White. Leading the fast break. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. First one falls for them. Good on both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And that one's good by Butler.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Pass to White. Horford with it. With 2 seconds left. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the
54.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Celtics trailed by 17. Brown outside. Shoots over Podziemski. Outside White. Back to Porzingis. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
Pass to White. Back to Horford. Now White, defended by Butler. Right side Horford. Down low. From inside. From deep three-point land. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Kuminga. Nice D from Porzingis. It's White on the wing. They get it back. Right side Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And that's simply Tatum making the hustle play, wanting it more than the opposition.
Butler at the elbow. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 13. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Butler with the ball. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Podziemski. To the middle. Trying to end the drought. Here's Looney. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Looney able to stick with it that time, even getting roughed up a bit.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Screen by Porzingis. The 11-footer. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Warriors leading by 16. Pass to Moody. Corner shot. That's short off the rim. Outside Tatum. Picked by Horford. Tatum drives in. At the elbow, Horford. Curry with the steal. Healed outside. Outside Curry. In the corner, Moody with him. And again, no good by Golden State. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. This ball movement by Boston. The three from Tatum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry with the bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Buddy Hield.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Launches it from deep. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Sinks the triple.
Even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Moody's shot is off. Here's the Celtics with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. And the Warriors get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A 3 off the inbound. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Basement, they was throwing parties, we throw house party. We misbehave, gotta keep an eye on my Slim, cause he shady. He ain't know what he was doing. I had to school to teach you how to turn. I'm a tutor, how you jumping out of foreign pockets filled with all. I'm riding with a cougar, red and green Gucci sweater on, just like Freddy Krueger. Everybody around me family, we don't do recruiting. Everybody around me, ain't no telling who. Tell promoters book me, we gon' come and make a movie. All my friends got me riding with the. Got some on the way. Told Brody went to and he lost, and they gave him all day. Collect card, pick it up, feel him smiling through the phone. Told me keep my feet on these till he come home. You know it's on. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My mans I'm riding with a picture of. back to the crib, went to track hard, got it tinted up, Cardi Mark. Nah, he in a, ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up.
And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Suns to start out. Outside, KD. Suns moving the ball around. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Here we are, Brent, looking at this game tonight. Both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight. Well, a solid facilitator. It helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a three-point game. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Dort. Hartenstein with it. And he banks in the layup. Hartenstein's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Booker. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Beal. 5 points in the game. Outside, KD. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really easy catch and release, Jay, from KD.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Durant. Outside, Beal. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Richards.
Assist from Bradley Beal.
Oklahoma City trailing. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Booker. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Several teams changing it up here. Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
And they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And here now the Thunder, following the score by Phoenix.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. KD on the wing. Pass to Bol. Here's Beal. Now Bol, covered by Wiggins. It's Durant on the wing. 7 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 3. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Booker outside. The layup off target. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns lead by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Sun substitution.
Outside, Beal. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Williams can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 3. O'Neal on the wing. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Kevin Durant showing off that within this offensive scheme, he has the ability to set up his teammates. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Lets it go with a 3. Dort misses. Booker left side. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Durant can't hit that one. Thunder trailing by 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. Durant uses his size in close.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
And with an update from the sidelines, Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Here's KD. Caruso grabs the miss. Pass to Hartenstein. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Dort. Connects from three-point range. Dort's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Booker inside. Booker going to work inside.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Beal from long range. It's good from long range. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
1:11 left now here in the second. From deep, Williams. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Suns lead by 3. Pass to Booker. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny. Face.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's the Suns with the ball. 3-point lead. Done outside. Durant with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set where they're allowing him to settle in.
And it's done in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Thunder have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Suns here with a different look. Here's Wallace. To the right side. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. The Thunder with another miss. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
31.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 2. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
First team foul. Sun substitution.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Richards. Phoenix with the ball. Pass to Booker. Plenty of space. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Booker's got 6.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Williams for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Durant drawing the double team. Booker outside. And that one drops for him. He's got 8.
Well, the D's trying to limit the looks that Booker is getting, but he's terrific around the rim.
It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by KD.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
Suns trail by 3. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Durant. From downtown. Thunder with the rebound. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Right side, Beal. Booker outside. Here's KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Pass to Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. The rebound by Richards. Suns trail by 4. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
High post, KD. Beal drives in for the 3. That shot off. The Thunder lead by 4. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in. A wide open look here for Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Beal. Kicks it out to Booker. Book it! Devin for 3.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
And Williams, here we go.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Richards. Back to Bol. Richards with it. To the left side wing. The Suns need to get a shot off. That one falls. Richards got 9 points.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Williams for 3. The rebound by Richards. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Williams can't hit. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter. Here's Booker. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Oklahoma City.
46.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. To the middle. Here's Richards. Pass to Booker. Lock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
He doesn't get the second one. Richards goes back up, and it's denied. Here's Holmgren, and Ball pulls it down. Left side Durant. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Ball. Durant in the corner. Back to Ball. Now Booker. To tie it up. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Yeah, there's no stress in Devin Booker's game. Shot clock winding down. He gets it.
Higgins outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Here's Wallace. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Yes, that goes in.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
In the corner, Wallace with it. Back to Wiggins. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Pass to Ball. Durant at the elbow. And the Suns miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Holmgren with the steal. On the wing, Williams. From outside the arc. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Ooh, Durant whirling it in through the contact.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Back to Booker. Pass to KD. Outside for Beal. Over Williams. Connects on the foul line jumper. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
And that one is good from Hartenstein. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
A nice shot by Katie.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Williams outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Durant, no good. Dort, wide open. The rebound by Richards.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Second team foul.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And man, you look at that release from Durant, he makes hitting a three look like a layup with that size and touch.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
So they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
One of the most unique players that we've seen, Holmgren, part of this new crop of 7-footers with skill, combines rare length and a great ability. And when you add his feel for the game, it could make him special.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Durant. Going up high. Kevin Durant.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Holmgren wide open. The Thunder with another miss. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was up for grabs.
Can't get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again, I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. He tryna diss me, that ain't gon' get to me, I can't get my energy. He said that when I see him, then he'll see. No, they mad cause they can't take a seat with me. Got the best of the best in the with me. Hands down, can't nobody compete with me. How you feel like me young, I'm a cash cow. I got 10 million cash for my last album. I'm just waiting on brother on the max out. Every show that I get, it be packed out. 5K for your team, you got ripped off. Spend 100,000 on mine. Crack a smile just to show the diamond. From the corner to another continent. Got a baby daddy, I don't want it. Need a Nike deal, how I'm running. He can't come to the A, he on punishment. Catch that boy out of place, we gon' take his chain and his watch on some funny. Brody ready to crash on some dummy. Gotta me for free, ain't no money. I been on some lady. I been off a jet with some. We had 20 vibes out in Vegas. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go coaching me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win.
That's a good one, Pete.
One-on-one pull up with 10. One-on-one.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now here is Holiday. Sinks the triple. We know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And Phoenix has possession. Outside, KD. Shoots over White. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
Tatum. And there's the drive.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
To the middle. Here's Richards. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Tatum. And Ball sends it back. Knocked away. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Out to White. Tatum deciding where to go with it. There's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Now here's Booker to the inside. And it's Ball slamming it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Out to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Screen by Porzingis. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
2 minutes.
Here's Durant. Going inside.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Right side Tatum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about Tatum there using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it. Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now, here is O'Neal. KD with it. He's picked up by White. Back to KD. Clock at 6. A kick out to O'Neal. Pass to Durant. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
White, good.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now, here's Durant. Here's Richards. Guarded by Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
And he can't get the first one. No luck that time either.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid.
And Tatum gets up once these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Over in the corner, Brown. The wide open look here for Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's Boston, holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. They're feeling very confident.
The Suns.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
The wide open look for Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Sun substitution.
Brown wide open. He fired. Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Brown. And he banks in the layup. White's got 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Back to Bull. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Holiday. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's White. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Celtics leading by 9. On the wing, Brown. Stolen by Allen. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Durant with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Kicks it out to Allen. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker in the post. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bull. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Wasted no time on that one. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Back to Beal. Pass to Allen. Left side Durant. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. Over in the corner, White. And stolen by Booker. Here's Beal. Porzingis with the block. And he goes out of bounds. That one out
Royce O'Neal.
1:46 left to play in the first half. Booker, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And it's White missing. Suns trail by 10. Pass to Durant. Back to O'Neal. Takes a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Over in the corner, Brown. The kick out to Tatum. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Bull. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bull's got 4 this quarter. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. In the corner, Tatum with it. Down low. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. Over O'Neal. Brown, good. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to O'Neal. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Celtics leading by 7. Outside Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Tatum drives in. And the dunk by Tatum.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And that concludes the first half. Celtics lead by 9. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Here's Hauser. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hauser's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Boston leading by 10. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Oh, Booker from way outside.
Difficult shot
There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
To the right side. Hauser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Booker outside. Pass to Beal. It's Beal on the wing. Offline with his three. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Shireman. No one near him. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Offensive rebound. Suns trailed by 9. Here's Booker, and he drives in, and the dunk by Booker.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
The Suns shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Picked by Horford. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Durant inside. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see these runs stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Outside for Beal. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Durant. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Horford.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Boston foul.
Phoenix shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Boston grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Pritchard. Sinks the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the paint. Here's Richards. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard. He has 5. 4 on the shot clock. Shakes him. Beal with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. It's stolen by Brown. He can't hit that time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch.
45. The Suns. 40.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Leading by 5. Launches it. Brown, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Drops one in from the wing. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And the Suns making a change here. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition bucket.
Pass to Tatum. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's Brown missing.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Beal gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer is right on target. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game. Inside. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there. Trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's Bull. Outside Durant. Here's Richards. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
To the paint. Here's Brown. Shoots over KD. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Booker outside. Pass to KD. And Richards has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. KD's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Outside Beal. Outside Durant. From the baseline. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 4. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Bull. For 3. Rebound Boston. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. A shot by Holiday. No good. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Richards. It's Beal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Porzingis with the steal. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Durant just inside the line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Celtics.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight at City.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
It's the Celtics ball. 9-point game. Tatum, that's for 2. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Booker outside. Pass to Bull. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice shot from the big fella.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
That free throw good from Brown.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Nick Richards. The assist. Devin Booker.
Off the inbound pass. And Brown throws it down. And so it's Boston easily grabbing the...